Hey everyone, this is Homer Star Fan 13, and this is hopefully the first part of a big series I'm going to do where I go over my video game collection. So I'm going to start off with Nintendo Switch because that's sort of the current one, that's the most relevant, and I think that's the one that I see a lot of videos of online. So hopefully there's been some find this video, and then maybe that'll lead to people watching my other videos. Alright, so kind of like split these up into two sections. So we've got going to start with all the first party Nintendo games, and then I'll do all the other ones after that. So let's start with the ones I definitely got the most of, the Mario games, and let's just start off with my personal favourite game, not just on the Switch, but of all time, Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, get the name right. I love this game. Like, just everything about it, just the gameplay, the worlds, just everything about it is just fantastic. Hold on, let's move this up and think of the full thing. There we go. Oh. I'm new to this. That's better, you can see that now. Yeah, you can close up. You can see Mario, Cappy. Just the Cappy concept was such a genius idea, and with this being like this came out the first year of the Switch, I believe, and yeah, this was the one. We needed this game after having like kind of like years of like not a proper Mario game. We needed this game, and there'll be another game coming up later that shows how much I love this game more by how much of a letdown that one was, but I'll get to that when I get to it. But yeah, this is my favourite game of all time. And if you haven't played it yet, what are you doing? If you've got a Switch and you haven't got this game, I'll be very concerned, because this game is fantastic and everyone should play it. Alright, next up we've got like proper Mario game. I mean, I guess it's technically just a re-release. It's the Wii U version of 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Yeah, I actually really like this game as well. I think this is one I consider this to be really underrated. I feel like people don't talk about this one as much as the other Mario games. I think, considering that this was like, during the Wii U era, and like with it basically being just a sequel to 3D Land, I think people didn't really enjoy it as much. But I think it's really good, and the introduction of Bowser's Fury makes this a good version to get, because it makes it even better. I mean, I haven't really, to tell you the truth, I haven't really played much of Bowser's Fury. I've re-beat Mario 3D World because it is such a really good game. But yeah, again, if you didn't buy this game on Wii U, I really do recommend it. It is really good. Alright, next we'll do all the Mario spin-off games, and I guess this one's technically sort of a regular Mario game and technically not, and that's Mario Maker 2. I had to be honest, I've not really played much of this one. Like, I'm not good at creating levels, so I would mostly just like download other people's levels, but I've not played it as much as I probably should. Maybe one day I will get back into it and like play through the story mode and just play random levels, but yeah, I need to play more of it. Good game though, it is still really good, and the fact that people can just make whatever they want is really good. Alright, what do we want to talk about next? Yeah, let's talk about this one, because I guess this one's not technically grouped. Paper Mario the Origami King. Okay, this game. So, disclaimer, I've never played any of the original Paper Mario games. I didn't play the... I've got it on... I haven't played the GameCube game, I haven't really played the N64 game. The only one I've really played is the Wii game, and I haven't really played much of that one. So when this game came out, I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to enjoy it, but... Look, love the concept, love the graphics, love all of it. The biggest issue was the gameplay, and more specifically the battle system. I hate the battle system. It's just so boring and so annoying, and it's like I end up trying to avoid battles more than actually doing them, and that ruins the game for me. I think had they gone for a more Super Paper Mario style of just getting rid of the battles, I think this game would have been a lot better, but unfortunately I just don't... I did try, I really tried to get into this game, and I really wanted to like it, but I just can't bring myself to go back to it, because I just know that I'm going to get into the battles and I'm going to hate them. So that's a real shame. It's not terrible. Again, it's not a bad game. It's definitely better than like Sticker Star. And I do feel like it's on the right track for Paper Mario, but I just wish... It's one of the things where like Nintendo I just wish they would just listen to the fans a little bit. Like, they know what the fans want. The fans want the RPG style, but they just refuse to do it. And yeah, maybe I'm the wrong person to say because I'm not a Paper Mario guy, but I mean, the fact that like the N64 game's now on Nintendo Switch Online, and I'm definitely going to try and play that at some point, and I really want to get the GameCube game, but I know how expensive that one is. Maybe Nintendo can re-release that at some point, but Nintendo don't release GameCube games for some reason. So yeah, bit of a disappointment, but alright, let's go over, yeah, now we've got all these sports games now. I guess this is technically a sports game, and this is one of the first games I got on the Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, port of the Wii U version, as you'll be seeing a lot of Wii U ports here. But yeah, this is personally my favourite Mario Kart game. I love this game. And I think Deluxe is the definitive Mario Kart experience. Like, it's got the best tracks, great characters, great gimmicks, and the fact that they're still updating it with DLC is, yeah, really, really great. And I think this is the best Mario Kart in my opinion. And whilst I am excited for the DLC, kind of would like to see them do Mario Kart 9, because I think there was, I mean, I understand why. I mean, this is the highest grossing game on the Switch, so I can understand why they want people to still use this one, because this game is still being bought by people. But, you know, would really like Mario Kart 9. Come on, Nintendo, you can do it. Alright, next up we've got Mario Tennis Aces. Haven't really played this one that much. I think I bought it when it came out, and I played a bit of it, but I haven't really, like... This is something I want to sort of talk about now. Nintendo, for whatever reason, can't make spin-offs anymore. Is this just a thing that I've noticed? But it feels like Nintendo spin-off games aren't as good as they used to be, yeah? And like, this one and the next one I'm going to talk about are sort of prime examples of this. Like, they're not bad games, but they just feel like they're nowhere near, they don't have the charm they used to. I think I'll talk about more when I talk about the next game, but like, the story mode here is like one of the ones where it's like, I really love the Game Boy Advance version, and when I saw that they were going to be doing like something similar to that, I was really excited, but it just doesn't really seem like there's much to it. Again, I've not really played much of it, and maybe one day I will go back to it. But yeah, like, again, it's not a terrible game. I think it is really good, but they just feel really half-baked. And you know, I've got more to say about this one, so let's move on to it. Mario Golf Super Rush. Again, not a bad game. I do enjoy it. I do like the Mario Golf games, but just I compare this to the GameCube game, which I really like, and it just feels so much less, like, I don't want to say less effort, but like, the simplest thing to say is that when you look at the way that the celebrations after, like, the whole celebrations, compare these to the GameCube ones, and you can just see how different they are. Like, in the GameCube ones, they're full animations, but in this one, it's like a second, whereas like in GameCube, it's like 5 to 10 seconds. There's just way more personality. That's the word I would say. The older games had so much more personality than this one, and it is such a shame. And again, I've not really played much of the story mode, but I think that's kind of like. But I've heard from most people that that's a bit of a letdown as well. It is a shame, and I haven't got Mario Strikers yet, but I've heard that one's apparently a letdown as well. Just again, Nintendo just for some reason can't make spin-offs anymore. Next one, this one's a crossover, and that Mario Kart and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I like these games, I really do like the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, and this one's okay. This one's got a story mode as well. Again, I've only played bits of the story mode, but again, I feel like these are fun, these are fine. These ones are okay, these are sort of fun, casual stuff. I do feel like that, it does feel like the Olympic Games haven't really evolved yet. I know this one had the retro mode, and that was cool. But the biggest issue I have is that it feels like they're not the story mode. Like, no, not story mode. Like, the characters. Like, there's barely any new characters anymore. Like, we haven't had a new character added to this game since the first Winter Olympics one. Instead, they only do it like, you can only play as certain characters on certain sports. And that's just a stupid idea. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, I think you can only play as Rosalina in, like, gymnastics or something. It's like, that's so dumb. Like, Rosalina was a really popular character. Why can't you be playable in everything, in every sport? It's dumb. But yeah, this game's decent. I think if you like the Olympic Games, you'll like this one. And now we've got the Mario Party. So we'll first start off with Super Mario Party. This one's not bad. I see a lot of people like crap on this game, and yeah, it's not as good as other Mario Parties, but I don't think it's terrible. I think it was a good start from the previous Mario Parties on like Wii U and 3DS. I think this was a good start to get back to normal. And let's do that. And we might as well get, it led us to Mario Party Superstars, and yeah, this one's much better. I like the mini games in this one because it uses motion controls, and I like using motion controls in mini games. I think they work. But yeah, I think I am in agreement with everyone that this is the better one. I guess if you were to get one, get this one. Like the board, I do hope they do some updates to this one to add some more boards to it. Or they just announced that Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 will be coming to the N64 Online, which I am super excited for. But yeah, and hopefully this then leads them to making a proper next-gen Mario Party game that's not remakes, not all that, with new minigames and all that. Hopefully we get really to that. Right, so now we have the sort of the spin-off ones that have different characters in them. Let's do in a random order. Let's do this one. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, the Wii U port. Actually, I'll do the Wii U ports first. So, yeah, Tropical Freeze, great game. I think it was last year I beat with Donkey Kong Country games. Yeah, they're really good. This one's really good as well. I don't really have a lot to say. It's just a really good game. It can be hard to try and find things to say about things like this, but yeah, just really good. Really recommend it. And other one is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This is also a really good game. Again, like if you've got a Switch, like this, just again, these are ports of Wii U games, and I think you might as well just get these versions on Switch because they're actually the Wii U versions but better. And actually, I think this one has it's got new courses and it's got DLC for it as well. Yeah, really good. I'll just do this one. Yoshi's Crafted World. I've not really played this one much yet, so again, don't really have a lot to say, but I think I'll probably be playing it soon. Alright, I've got a lot to say about this one. WarioWare Get It Together. I love WarioWare. One of my favourite Nintendo franchises. This game's good. Alright, this game is good, but I feel like it's not as good as other ones. I feel like the way it was done, so like, the whole point of WarioWare is the micro games and that, but this one is different in that you like play as the characters in the micro games, and it's a good, interesting concept. My issue is that it does feel like the games are a little bit like samey, that there's nothing that more interesting and that more like unique. Again, still a good game, but I do think it's one of the more weaker ones in the franchise. And last Mario game is actually another one of my favourites on the system, Luigi's Mansion 3. Is this game like not as loved? Because I've seen a few people say that it's not that great, but I think this is really good. I think this is an underrated gem on the Switch. I've never really played the other Luigi's Mansions, but I did. Again, I really wanted to play this one, and yeah, I think this is really, really good. I think it's a sort of a unique styled game. Like there's not really a lot of other things on there. It's basically a Ghostbusters game, but you play as Luigi. And there's like lots of little puzzles and really fun bosses, except for that one boss, if you've seen one of my other videos. But yeah, really recommend this one. Right, let's move on to Pokemon. We'll do the regular Pokemon games first. So first off, we've got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It was this one and Eevee. I got Pikachu because I like Pikachu, and Pikachu's my favourite. He actually is one of my favourite Pokemon. I mean, look at that face. Look at that face. Say you hate that face. You can't. You can't. Yeah, this one's okay. Let's Go Pikachu is fine. It's not your traditional Pokemon game, but I think it's decent. I haven't really played it for a while, but from what I played, it was okay. I do think the fact that it's like less focus on battles and like no wild Pokemon battles is kind of annoying, but I think it's not bad. Alright, here come the controversial ones. Pokemon Sword. From what I've played of it, I've enjoyed it. I don't really care about a lot of the other issues people were talking about it and that. I don't want to be sort of... Obviously the Pokemon fanbase is passionate and they should be allowed to talk about and criticise things that they don't like. And I'm very much an outsider on that type of thing. I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm not a mega fan. And I don't know, like... For me, it's fine. If you're a casual Pokemon fan like me, I think you will enjoy it. But if you're like more hardcore into it, you probably already played it, and you don't really need me to say whether you're gonna like it or not. But I don't think I've got somewhat far into it. I like the Pokemon in it. The Pokemon are really cool. Like they have a squirrel Pokemon in it, and that makes this almost really the best Pokemon game ever. There's a squirrel in it. I like squirrels in case you can't tell. But yeah, like I'll definitely finish this at one point. But it's decent. And now we have another Pokemon game that people don't really like, Shining Pearl. I've not played much of this, but I've only done like the first bit. And I actually don't mind the art style. I like the art style. I like the sort of the chibi-ness of it. And I have a lot of nostalgia for the Diamond and Pearl game because that was like the first proper Pokemon game I got. So yeah, I think a lot of people aren't happy with it for like, again, reasons that probably you need to sort of look up for it. Oh, very sorry if you can hear that, but my dog has started snoring. Thanks, Sid. Thanks a lot. No, he's a good boy. Yeah, nothing else to really say about that one. And then we've got the 2 spin-offs, which, again, I've not really played a lot of. That's something you're going to notice. I have a lot of games that I haven't really put a lot of time into, because there are so many games. First off is a Pokémon Tournament DX. Again, this is another Wii U port. It's a shame, because I really want a Pokemon fighting game. That was like one of my dream games to have. And this game's come out now, and again, I barely played it. But again, it is a really interesting game. I wonder if they'll ever do. They might do a maybe. I wonder if they'll ever do a sequel to this. Again, I need to put more time into this because it's a really good, great concept. And also another game that I was really interested in. I pre-ordered it and I barely played it. New Pokemon Snap. Again, I'll get into it more one day. It's like, this is the problem. I've got so many games to play that there's lots of games that I've just not really able to put lots of time into. But this is what I'll definitely. The time I have put into this game is really good. This is just a charming game. It's just charming. You know, you don't have to worry about like, you know, anything serious and like all that. It's just a charming little game, and it's adorable. Like some of the pictures you can take are just really sweet. So if you just want a fun chillax game, the people still say chillax. Oh, if I just cut it. I'm new to this in case you can't tell. Yeah, good game. Alright, now we've got the Warriors section, because I've got all the Warriors. I think I've got all the Warriors. Actually, I don't. Actually, no, so we'll start with this one. Fire Emblem Warriors. Is the other Fire Emblem Warriors out yet? I can't remember now. The Three Houses one. Probably not going to get that one because I didn't really enjoy this one that much. Again, I played a bit of it, but I don't know. Like the biggest issue with this game, I feel, is that it focuses too much on like specific Fire Emblem games. Like there's no, like, for example, Roy and Ike aren't in the game, which just baffles me. Like you'd think people might be coming to this from Smash Brothers, and like because you've got all the Smash, like all the main guys, you know, Chrom, Marth, Corrin, they're all from Smash Brothers. So they're obviously using, especially Marth. Marth's obviously there at the front and center because they know that's the character everyone's going to recognize. So it seems weird that they didn't put Roy and Ike in the game. But yeah, if you like the Warriors games and you like Fire Emblem, then you might enjoy this. That's the problem. I'm not really a big Fire Emblem guy, so like you won't see Three Houses in here. But like I like the Warriors games, and well, I like the Warriors games because of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I love this game. I love Hyrule Warriors. This is really great because I'm not a big Zelda fan. Again, you won't be seeing Breath of the Wild or Link's Awakening. I did own Breath of the Wild, but I got rid of it because I just wasn't really enjoying it. But I do really like Hyrule Warriors. I think this game is really good. Like, just the Warriors gameplay in general is just really fun. Just the way you can just batter everyone. It's just so much fun. And I think if you're gonna get any Warriors game, I would really recommend this one. I think this is the best one. And actually, speaking of that, I have got the sequel, Edge of Calamity. Again, I played a bit of this one, and again, it's still good. Just again, you like the Warriors game, you'll like both of these games, and I think, again, if I was to give for one, I would say go for Definitive Edition. But I guess if you like Breath of the Wild, you'll probably enjoy this one as well. Alright, now we've just got the other sort of first-party Nintendo stuff. Let's start off with, I haven't got much to say about this one. Metroid Dread. I'm just happy. In a way, I'm not a big Metroid guy. I really wanted to get into this game, and maybe I will try. Because I really like Metroid Fusion. And I actually played Metroid Fusion before this game came out because I really wanted to get into this game, but I just struggle with it. I really want to enjoy it, and hopefully one day I'll get into this. And in a way, I got it just so that I could help support the franchise, because I know people really love Metroid, and Metroid really has not been doing well recently, and when this game came out, I just wanted to buy. I just bought it so that I could help support the franchise, you know. And okay, yeah, not really much to say about this one. It is a fantastic game. I can absolutely acknowledge this game is fantastic. It's just not for me, unfortunately. And now we'll move on to a game in a franchise that a franchise that I really like, but a game I didn't really enjoy that much. Kirby Star Allies. Is that an unpopular opinion? Please tell me, is that an unpopular opinion? This is a fine game, just a little bit let down by it. I should mention, I don't have Forgotten Land yet, but I'm super excited to get that. And I feel like this was the game that made us really realise that we needed a Forgotten Land, because love the Kirby games, love Adventure Wii, Return to Dreamland, yeah. It's not Return to Dreamland, in the UK it was called Adventure Wii. I love that game, I love the 3DS game, Triple Deluxe, and Planet Robot. But then when it came to this game, it just felt like they were doing that again. Like, it just felt like this didn't have that much innovation to it. And the innovation was you could get like team, but that was one we've done Superstar in that. So it just didn't grab me as much as the other games. And I think that's why I'm really excited for Forgotten Land, because they're now finally going to change it up a little bit. But yeah, like, again, if you like Kirby, you will enjoy this game. I just found myself really wanting more from this. In fact, fun fact about this game, I actually beat the final level. I've actually beat the final boss of this game on a plane. Yeah, that's a really cool fun fact about that. Is that I beat this game on a plane. God bless the Switch. How fun is that? Alright, now we've got what I would say just sort of like the I guess you would kind of call this like the other sort of stuff. Not really based on any franchises in particular, but sort of the other stuff. First off, we've got 51 Worldwide Games. Yeah, it's alright. Like, this is perfect casual like game stuff. You know, if you want casual stuff, this is fine. And it's got some really fun games on here. We've got Seven, Blackjack, Solitaire, Poker, Connect 4, like you see there. Yeah, so if you want just a little nice chill game, this would be good. Next up we got Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain. I liked Big Brain Academy on the DS, so when this game was announced I was super excited for it. Again, played a bit of it. It's alright. From what I can gather, it just seems to be a remake of the DS version, which is kind of a shame. Like, I was kind of hoping they would do a bit more with it, but yeah, still good. If you like Big Brain Academy, you'll enjoy this one. But now we move on to one of what I consider to be one of the most underrated games of all time. Miitopia. I flipping love this game. This game is so good. It's so good. So if you don't know what this game is basically an RPG with Mii. And by that I mean, you can literally, every single character is a Mii, so you can change any character to what you want. So I think the first time I played this game, it was myself, it was two of my friends, and I think I had like Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Gordon Ramsay, I'm trying to remember who else now. I had Beaker from the Muppets. No, it wasn't SpongeBob. Trying to think of what else we had. Oh, I had the Pringles mascot. I had Iron Man, and I think I had Bailey from WWE. So like that was my team, and like because of that, I've played this game so many times because every playthrough is basically different because you keep putting in different characters in it, and that's what I love about this game. It's so replayable, and the Switch version is even better because they've added in new stuff, and you can actually like make your characters even more expressive. Oh my god, please get this game. Please buy it. It's so fun. Please get this. Because then they might do a sequel and that may be even better. Please. Sorry, had to geek out a little bit there because I love that game. And actually there's one more Nintendo game that I've saved for last just because it feels like it's the game you should be saving for last. Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game, man. How much content is it? Yeah, focus. How much content is in this game? This is the biggest crossover ever, and it's fantastic. How many characters in this game? Like, you've got your Marios and your Links, but then you've got Banjo-Kazooie in it, and you've got King K. Rool in it, and you've got Mega Man and Sonic, and so many characters. Sora's in it. Sora's in this game. Steve from Minecraft's in it. So many characters are in this game. I mean, do I really need to say anything about this game? You all know it. It's fantastic. It's one of the best games on the system. It's one of the best games ever. It's Fantastic. So that's the end for the Nintendo section there. And now I'll move on to the third party stuff.